When I was in the mainstream media, I wasn't happy with my role as an editor there. So I guess being able to do my job as a journalist, as how I perceive what journalism is all about, and I think that's why Malaysia Kini was set up, basically just to for journalists in Malaysia Kini being able to do their job the best way they can without taking instruction from politicians or from the media owners. I think the freedom to be able to do what we want to do, which is basically to do our part to hold the people that Malaysians have voted for accountable for the action. The major problems was being not having access. I think that is something that definitely affect our work. Not being able to get to the people that we want to talk to be able to ask them questions, and I think that's definitely the government side. Of course, we do have quite a lot of access to the opposition. A lot of them would like to talk to us, to our journalists and all that. But I think definitely on the government side, the ministers, the civil servants, the top civil servants and all that, they are not used to have to answer questions. And so I think in that sense, that was a major impediment. When we often get kicked out from press conferences, things like that, especially the press conferences by ministers, by police chiefs and all that. But we still, persisted in sending our journalists to cover them. And I often tell them that, look, that's your job, basically, to ask questions. If you do not ask questions, you're not going to be able to do your job properly. You're just being, very much a glorified stenographers. We need to be a different breed of journalists to ask questions, to hold them accountable for the action. We do have a very, very motivated team of journalists and editors. I think that is different, quite different from a lot of the organizations that I have worked in, and I want it that way anyway. I think it is important to have the passion for the work that you do. To feel that you're doing something really, really important. To feel that whatever that report has an impact for Malaysians in general, that somehow we are contributing to making Malaysia a better place for all of us and for our children and grandchildren. So I think in that sense we do have a group of people who are willing to make a lot of sacrifices. And I think what is amazing about Malaysia Kini is that being able to earn enough money, which is something that quite unique in Malaysia, because there's no other website in the country that's actually making a profit. We are. And I think there's very few news website in the world that's actually making a profit. We are. So I think and that is because of the support that we have among a lot of Malaysians who are willing to pay a subscription fee, and renew their subscription every year, and of course thanks to the great work of our team members. If there are people applying to be a journalist, I would like to see definitely it is important to have some skills when it comes to writing, expressing being able to to explain, an issue in a concise, readable manner, all that. That's basic. But I'm also looking for people who are willing, who have the passion, who cares for, the society, who believes that somehow, they can do something. They can help, play a role in improving, making, Malaysia a better place for all of us. I think that is important. I would not take someone who doesn't care, who's here just for the job. I want someone who is driven to a certain extent. Though of course, not opinionated, not someone who knows that there are things that he or she doesn't know. That is important, to be humble. A lot of times, there are a lot of things that our readers know better than us. Those who wish to join Malaysia Kini will have to, especially to be a journalist, they have to be able to know about issues, and to do that you need to read a lot. You need to have an interest in social issues, in politics, in all the things that are important to making Malaysia a better country.